Hello and welcome to the Genuine Learning blog. My name is Melissa Galasso, and today we're going to talk about a proposed concept statement that was recently issued by the FASB. So the FASB has been working really hard at these concept statement updates, and this one is going to be Chapter 2, the reporting entity. So when we look at concept statement 8, what they really do is they break them into different chapters. And what they're trying to do is think about, okay, what is the reporting entity that we're going to discuss in terms of level of reporting? And so again, this was issued October 18th. Comments are due January 16th. So a little bit of a longer time given the holidays and lots of year-end work that will be happening to update and create this Chapter 2. Again, it is a concept statement, so it is not GAAP, but it is a theory that the board uses when they write GAAP. And so the objective of general purpose financial reporting is to provide financial information about the reporting entity that is useful to existing and potential investors, lenders, and other resource providers in making a decision. Now, as we look through this, I think it's very important to point out that when they're doing this, they're really thinking about, okay, well, who are we lending funds to? Or who are we potentially going to be providing a donation, for example, if it's a nonprofit? And so they wanted to come up with what is the definition of a reporting entity. And so this is the definition they came up with. It is a reporting entity is a circumscribed area of economic activities that can be represented by general purpose reports that are useful to existing and potential investors, lenders, and other resource providers in making decisions about providing resources to the entity. And so when we think about these concepts of an entity, right, financial information, including financial information, can come in a variety of different forms. And so the goal of this is to kind of put parameters around. Think about things like consolidated financial statements when you have parent type relationships. And so a reporting entity has three features. Economic activities have been conducted. They can be distinguished from other activities, and the financial information in general purpose financial reporting faithfully represents the economic activities of the entity in the circumscribed area and is useful in making decisions about providing resources. So as you can probably imagine, when we look at this, it's going to address things like, what about consolidated entities or parent only? Or what if we're presenting just a portion of an entity or combined financial statements? What is an acceptable reporting entity? And so they're really looking for feedback on, is this definition operable? Does that make sense? Is this what the board should be thinking about when we think about the reporting entity? And think about this, a loan officer might provide funding to a particular subsidiary, but not the parent or any other subsidiary. So what would be appropriate for what information we're going to provide them? When we think about some of the VIE analysis that's been done historically, where they said, well, we don't want you to consolidate that, right? So who is the reporting entity that these lenders and these other users are using in order to make these decisions about lending and other finances? And so this is the goal of the FASB board, is to really have a better understanding of how to put sort of parameters around the entity. So that is a wrap on today's blog. Again, short and sweet to the point, just a little bit of an update. If you have comments or thoughts that the FASB should consider, they would love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope to see you on a future blog. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.